All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. It's Harmless Dave. I'm back. The Real Music Observer here, observing real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. Oh, I did a video yesterday about this album, Peter H. Nilsson, Little American Dream. Please go out and purchase a copy of it for Peter. He's a Swedish guitar player. He's got a great vocalist from Nashville singing. This is good music. It's really good, but nobody cares. All right, so let's talk Steve Perry. Steve Perry might have new music coming out in the month of May. You know, he's got the big interview with Dan Rather. It's coming up in April. It's going to be a blockbuster interview, and he's going to talk about all kinds of things because I'm Dan Rather, and it's what I do. I get people to say things like I got Tommy Shaw to say that he doesn't like Dennis DeYoung all that much. I am not a crook. All right. It's bad, people. It's what I do, though. It's bad. It's what I do. Everybody who watches me, you've got to be a little off-kilter to watch these videos, and I appreciate you doing so. The rumor has it that Perry has music that he wants to release in the month of May, which would be kind of unorthodox, being that he just released music in October. People keep commenting on all his threads and videos, hey, maybe a tour is going to happen. Yeah, I don't think the tour is going to happen. I think it's going to be a music announcement. Hopefully Dan Rather will ask him a question about touring and why he's not going out on tour. But my guess is Dan probably isn't going to ask him that. There may have been some preconditions as far as what Dan can ask Steve, although Dan Rather tends to be kind of blunt in these interviews. If you can understand what I'm saying, a very blunt interview. There was the little clip that Rather did with Perry where he talks about the mistress needing more and this and that. I didn't know what Dan Rather had said. I think if you watch Steve Perry's face, he's kind of leaning in like, okay, what did you just... And then he caught the back end of it, so he understood what Rather was saying to him. But it's, you know, Dan Rather, he's kind of old, and, you know, maybe this isn't the perfect job for him, but it is working because he is generating a lot of interest in these older rock stars who are coming through and doing interviews. But the bottom line through all of this is that it appears there is new music that hasn't come out. Johnny Five, the guy who helped co-write Sunshine's Gray, is in all these crazy bands like Nine Inch Nails or Marilyn Manson or whatever he was in. Just a weird combination, but certainly the kind of the yin and the yang of writing, songwriting. It's like Lennon and McCartney. Sometimes you need to bounce something off of somebody with a completely different perspective, and then you get, you know, genius out of it. Anyway, that gentleman says that they've recorded music and that there's a lot of it, and Steve Perry has said on numerous occasions that he's got a lot of music under wraps. So one little dig, and I'm sorry I got to do this to you fans, if Steve Perry was really toasty and not into recording music, I don't think he'd have this much music unless his output switch, you know, was clicked on and it just came flowing out. You know what I mean? As I think I've heard these songs date back a ways, but I might be wrong. I could be wrong. It's just a rumor, okay? It's just a rumor. The songs are kind of old or older, and he's assembling all of those bits and pieces and putting them together. We do know there's some guy who recorded with Steve Perry in a garage back in the early 90s who wants to release Steve Perry music, and that battle is ongoing. But as we wait for the big interview, we will find out more when Steve Perry sits down with Dan Rather for the big interview in April. You're going to watch it on AXS TV. All right, I'm done. I'm done with Dan Rather's voice for a while. Maybe I'll do just a whole video of just what Dan Rather would say to, I don't know, David Coverdale if he had the opportunity. See you soon.